Hello guys, it's Kay Cogbill here. My business is called Paper Made Prettier, and today is online card class day. So once a month we have a whole card class online where we make 3 adorable cards. And the excitement of it is during card class month or card class week, when you place an order with me for $35 or more, you get the whole card class in the mail. So that's exciting. You will definitely want to take advantage of that exciting opportunity before November the 3rd, which is Monday. Okay, so make sure and get your online order in so that you can receive your online card class in the mail. We are using 3 stamp sets today called Gingerbread Man, Light and Wonder, and Pet Love. Okay. And we're making, obviously, this cute Christmas card, an encouraging card, and a thinking of you card for someone who's lost a pet. So, lots of fun things for us to make today. I want to start by drawing your quick attention to this special that ends tomorrow, October 31st. It costs you $35 to go out to eat these days. You could get $125 in products for only $35. So if you're placing an order of $35 or more, you could get the card kits, or you could do this and get the online card. You could get a whole bunch of stuff for only $35. Or you could plus it up and spend $99 and get $189 worth of things. So you decide, but I don't want to miss that opportunity to tell you about that. All right, so let's start with our precious cards, and we're going to start with our Gingerbread Man card. Now, I know it's ending the end of October, but I know some of you consider November 1st as full Christmas. Time to start getting out the decorations. I usually wait till after Thanksgiving, but only because I have Thanksgiving at my house. If I didn't have it at my house, that would be full on Christmas right now. So the first little sweet card we're going to make is using the Gingerbread Man stamp set. And I don't see, oh, here it is. Got on the other table. So this is a sweetest set you could ever know. And it has all the cutest things in it to make a cute gingerbread card. I have to show you the dies. They're insane. We used these last week. So if you missed my Facebook Live last week, you missed a wow card. So we made this cute Gingerbread Man fun fold card. So that's a reason why you need to subscribe to Paper Made Prettier on YouTube, or make sure and find me every week on Facebook Live, because I do fun videos. This is the die set. You can see how big it is. This is just compared to the Gingerbread Man stamp set. It's humongous. And it has this huge die that cuts out the Gingerbread Man and all these little dies that cut out all the little bits and pieces. It reminds me of paper dolls. But we're making a simple card with it because it's also very cute. All right, so I'm actually going to stamp using my stamp positioning tool. Now, we don't sell these anymore, but you can purchase one online of any brand. So Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell one of these now. I'm trying to get my magnet out to hold this still. All right, so I find with these big, oh, there's the magnet. I find with these big stamps, which this is a big stamp, that you need to, I like to use my Stamparatus or stamp positioning tool when I've got these large stamps, just to get a good stamp image. So we're going to start with crumb cake, which sounds perfect for gingerbread. And we're just going to ink that up with crumb cake. I'm going to close my tool, press that down, and then we'll have the nice little outlined image of our gingerbread man. Now, If you want to make the outlined image in white, which is what we did last week, then you can heat emboss it. But he looks really cute stamped in crumb cake as well. So that's what we're doing today. All right, now we need to fill in with the other parts of our stamp set. So let's see, I'm gonna put this down here. We're gonna use the face and the buttons, which are right here. So we're gonna make him have a face. We're gonna make a happy gingerbread man. He can be all kinds of different things. And then we're gonna use the button stamp with crumb cake to give him some buttons. And he's just adorable, honestly. I can't stand it. He's so cute. All right, so let's do the rest of the card. Now, this tag is from a new set of online exclusives, and the stamp set is called Hobby Haven, and it's, or it could be Creative Haven, I can't remember which, but it's something Haven, and it's so cute. It's a great stamp for a great set of dies to make fun tags. So that's what I did. And then we're going to use Real Red, and we're going to stamp some gumdrops, because what gingerbread card would be complete without some candy? Oh my gosh, I don't know about you, but I love candy. It's just so good. Okay, so gingerbread man with gumdrops, precious. I can't imagine a friend of yours that wouldn't want this card and wouldn't just squeal with delight at its cuteness when they opened it. All right, now we're going to use a piece of thick white as our base. The reason why we're using thick white is it's got a lot of sturdiness to it, and so that's great for a card base. Now, and this card, we use this pattern of this paper. I'm going to use this pattern. Now, if you were lucky enough to get this paper, congrats. It's on not orderable until November. So it is called the Christmas Tags and More Designer Series paper. You've got die cuts, you've got papers, you've got tags, all kinds of fun. I'm not surprised that it sold out, because it's just so versatile. These are the tags that you can make here on the back side. I used it for a Christmas card class last month, and I'm sure so many other people did as well. All right, so I'm covering this whole card front with that, which I love to do, because on that it's a 6x6 paper, who cares? Cover the whole card front, because you're not, like with 12x12, you sometimes worry about wasting paper, but you're not really wasting any more paper than if you had done a 2, like 5 1/4 by 4, if that makes any sense. All right, so then we're just going to outline that in red, and is that not adorable? Ugh. Okay, and then we're just going to pop this little piece up with dimensionals. And the other thing that I noticed is the ribbon from the Hobby Haven suite, which is, as I said, on pre-order for demonstrators, was garden green. Hello, Christmas. So that's what we're using here. And you'll get this little bow in your packet if you earn this card class. And all you have to do to earn it is put in an order of $35 or more. Simple as that with me. I will put the link to order on Facebook and YouTube, and I will also put the link to get your starter kit with that fantastic deal. All right, so oh snap. Now, if you get the starter kit, I'm happy to send you the card class as well. So don't feel like that's going to keep you from getting the card class. Isn't that adorable? He's so cute. Oh snap. All right, let's put that aside. Now I want to tell you about one of our fun items that you can purchase from Stampin' Up! Right now. This is called the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar, and it is fabulous. It's a big, huge box. I can't even get it all on the screen. But you can see that it has pockets and openings and boxes for 12 days leading up to whatever holiday you celebrate. So it doesn't have to be Christmas. It can be whatever holiday you celebrate. And I can't wait. I'm going to start December 1st, which to me is when I typically start my Advent calendar opening. And I will be just so thrilled to share that with y'all once December 1st comes. All right, let's start with our next card, Pet Love. Now, I have a lot of friends, and my friends have a lot of pets. And no matter how many cards I make for people that have lost a pet, I swear I need more. And there's nothing quite so extravagant as receiving a handmade card in the mail when you have something sad happen. That's one of my specialties as a friend, and so I'm always needing more cards. When I saw this set called Pet Love, I just immediately put it in my cart because I love a fresh new set to surprise and delight my friends and to give them a heartfelt wish of care when their pet passes. So this could be for dogs or cats. We have Woof You and Love Comes with Four Paws. So let's go ahead and create our card. So we're going to start with Smoky Slate. We've got that little footprint going across our card. And actually, we're just going to walk it across the card from lower left to upper right, just like that. Oh, we have a little smudge here. So we're just going to go with a few more extra paw prints to cover that up, and we'll give some here just for balance. Okay, there's always room for fixing something. All right, and then we're going to use, this is a die cut from the Nested Essentials dies, one of my indispensable die sets. And we're going to stamp our sentiment from the set that says, no longer by your side, but always in your heart. There's also, very cute, you're a possum pet sitter. So you could make little cards for your pet sitter, or even for the people that care for your dog in a boarding facility when you are out of town. Whew, trusting our pets to another person is a whole nother level, right, of trust. So we're going to back this hexagon onto this hexagon just to give it a little extra pop. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my card so I won't lose it. So we're using our dimensionals here. And then we have this precious collar. So, and it's actually a collar that has some detail stamped on. So I've got the collar stamp and this heart stamp already in my stamp positioning tool. And I'm going to stamp those with Petal Pink. This is a little trick I use at card class so that we don't have to stamp and then die cut. I do the die cutting ahead of time, and then you can just stamp multiple sets of things using your stamp positioning tool. Now, again, we don't sell the stamp positioning tool, but you can purchase these on Amazon, different brands. So, but this is a way that you can make a number of cards in a hurry. It looks like I got that a little off kilter, and that's okay. All right, so we have our little heart, and I might even, nope, I'm gonna leave it. It's perfectly fine. All right, so the other die, oh, I forgot to show you this set of dies. They're so cute because, of course, it's a bundle, and we have the collar, a little bandana, some polka dots, more detail to the bandana, some circles. I always love a good circle. Cute little ball. Look at this mouse and the cats and the paws and the bone. But this is a little buckle that goes on the collar. And you can see that it has little score lines. So I've cut it out with silver foil, and you're going to fold it like right on that score line. Got to just kind of like concentrate to get it folded just perfectly. There we go. right on those score lines. And then we're going to position it over our collar. And then I just used my tear and tape to attach this on the back to itself. You could attach it a million different ways, but this is the way that I did it. So, like this. Okay. So that you got your little clasp on there. So cute. All right, so where is my stamped? Oh, here's the rest of my card. All right, so this is going to go on with Stampin' Dimensionals that fit just right. Of course, thank you, Stampin' Up. And we're going to pop that like so onto our card. Now, this was a direct copy of a card from, I don't know, Diane Alberts. So thank you for that design if you're watching. I love swapping with people because I get the best ideas. I like cute cards that can be replicated for my card class. And so I go to my swaps and just look, which ones can I replicate? Yeah, I'm not attaching this. It just looks like it's attached. And that's all that it needs to do is look like it attaches. We're going to use Pretty in Pink, which is a gorgeous in color in our set of colors. And we're going to pop that on, and our card is almost complete, except for we're going to add 3 precious jewels. So I'm using these, they're called 2024-2026 in color flat pearls. And they just accent it perfectly with that same color, and that is one of the strengths of Stampin' Up! Is that our colors coordinate. So our Pretty in Pink matches our Pretty in Pink matches our Pretty in Pink. If you're getting your stamp supplies at other stores, it's not going to match. So that is one of the top strengths of Stampin' Up! Products. All right, so Pet Love, that was that. I've already shown you our alternative cute little gingerbread card. So precious. And I have another gingerbread card that I've received as a swap. You can see that's heat embossed on designer paper. So cute. Then I mentioned that Hobby Haven set with those cute dies. We have this die, this cute paper, more cuteness on that hobby. Now these are available November 1st, or you can get them right now on your starter kit. And I would recommend doing the starter kit, of course, because of the best deal. And you can catch those new things before the rest of the world hops on them on November the 1st. Because we all know when demonstrators have been making stuff, it can get pretty popular. All right, so we have our final card using our Lights of Wonder. Now, I will show you the whole suite. Now, this set was made based on the Lights of Aurora or the Northern Lights, and this designer paper is what is so stunning. It's a 6x6 set of designer paper. We're going to use a little bit of it, but you can see all these patterns based on actual photos from this event. You've got this precious stamp set, but also these fantastic dies that can make these scapes, these landscapes. Isn't that so gorgeous? Love it. But we're gonna make a little bit simpler card. This is card class, so we're keeping it real. I can see my friend that made this card. It was Kelly Acheson. Used the plaster 3D embossing folder, which at the time was current, but is now since retired. So I substituted the Soft Waves embossing folder. And I think this looks perfect with the Lights of Aurora. And this is my little piece of designer paper. I've already cut it down to fit on this layer. So we want to stick that down. And then actually the next thing we're going to do is pop a little bit. This is actually a balmy blue ribbon, but on this Lost Lagoon, it looks shiny. It doesn't look a certain color. It almost looks white, honestly. So we're going to stick that down with tear and tape. Doesn't matter what you stick it down with. I like using tearing tape as tape because it's already on my stamp table. All right, and now we're going to put our adhesive all the way around the edge of this embossed layer. I'm pressing lightly because embossed paper is pretty loose, as you can see right there, that happened, and it can pull up pretty easily. But it's good to do it all the way around when it's an embossed layer like that, because it tends to bubble and bump up if you don't. So otherwise, I'll just put it on the four corners, and that's plenty. But when you've got this fully embossed layer, you got to put your adhesive all the way around. Okay, and then we're going to pop this piece down. Could have done my ribbon a little bit tighter, but we're just going to let it fly. Put this, people are just so strong, right? So we're going to stamp this with Memento Black right there. It's a tiny stamp on a tiny little strip. I believe that's a 3/8 inch strip. That reminds me that when you get my card class, you're going to receive tutorials of all the measurements and everything that you need to make future cards, just like the ones we've made in class. So you'll have exactly what you need to be fabulous after class. And you can decide which items you'd like to buy. Hey, if you do the $189 for $99, you could get so much. You could get all 3 stamp sets. You could get a whole suite. There's just, the sky is the limit with that. And then if you want to keep it less and more affordable, you could do the $125 for $35. So I've had so many people already take advantage of that. And tomorrow's the last day. So don't find yourself without it. All right, now I have already cut a little treescape using my dies, and from the Light and Wonder set, it's got some little pieces that need to be shimmied out with either your scissors or your take your pick tool. And honestly, my take your pick tool is who knows where. All right, so we're gonna pop that down. Before we do that though, we're gonna take a little bit of Wink of Stella, which is a shimmer pen, and we're going to color up these trees. Now, you can see here where it says push, we're gonna push it, and that should load up some extra Wink of Stella into that canister or barrel. And that takes a minute, but see, now it's coming out very readily, and it just makes an extra detail on those trees. You know how when you're looking at trees at night and they look black because of the shadow? I just think that's so cool. But I'm not doing the down part, I'm just doing the tree part. And I'm just going to smack a little bit of seal on there and stick that here. And then the final fantastic detail is I'm going to add these frosted iridescent dots, and I'm going to go with the blue ones and put them on here. Now what's cool is when they're on here they don't look iridescent, but as soon as we put them on our card they do. I don't really know why. It's probably sorcery. Just kidding. But so fun. Isn't that great? And I know you want to order your supplies so that you can grab this whole card class in the mail for free. You're going to have everything you need to make, or all the paper and supplies. You'll need to add the stamps and the ink to make these cards. So make sure and consider the Gingerbread Man stamp set, the Light and Wonder stamp set, and the Pet Love stamp set. Don't forget your order has to be in by November 3rd to qualify for that free class. And do not miss the opportunity to purchase the 125 in goodies for only $35, or plus it up for the 189 for $99. I'll put the link to do that right here in this video or on YouTube. Okay, thanks guys, bye.